1, 2 guys. I hope you can hear us this time. Be with you in a couple of seconds. I think that's about enough music anyway. You guys have already sat through it once. And we're back in the room. And this time you guys can actually hear me, hopefully. So apologies about that. The mic was working, but for some reason it wasn't coming through on the stream. So apologies about that. So it has been a manic week. I've been unbelievably busy doing all sorts of other stuff, prepping for my final exam at college, of course. But today's been quite busy because we are actually going to Warhammer World tomorrow. Me and Lucy are going to Warhammer World. We're going to be meeting up with James Jones, one of my Patreons, and hopefully get a game of 40k in pending time. It will be a little bit shorter game than what you guys are normally used to, which I know some people like. But I am actually playing on the River of Souls Age of Sigmar board with Philip, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Frinis. He's actually drove all the way over from Austria. Yep. From, not Prague, where is it? I can't even remember the name of the country, not the country, Vienna. He's drove from Vienna. Yep, he is visiting with his girlfriend, of course, and he asked to meet up and play a game, which is fantastic news. I don't know who's that. I don't know who's that thing's army. It reeks of Phil's touch. Yes, it is Phil's army. So yeah, of course. Why am I showing you that? You don't want to see that. There you go. Busy week. Phil actually attended the tournament at Battle Bunker yesterday with this army, and he's done incredibly well. Why is that? Why is that not disappearing? There we go. He attended Battle Bunker tournament yesterday with this army. He's done a fantastic job of getting it painted up. Very, very nice. And his painting skills have come on absolutely phenomenal. He did pick up, I think, a favourite army and a favourite game vote, which meant that he actually won the tournament. Now, I want to give a massive shout out to Battle Bunker, of course. Not only are they the sponsor of the channel, they're offering massive discounts on Age of Sigmar at the moment as well. Up to 25% off some bundles, which is phenomenal. And of course, if you are interested in playing Age of Sigmar down at Battle Bunker, me and Lucy will be there on Friday. Filming a battle report from 5 PM, and if you turn up with a fully painted army, you get to play for free. And this is one of the boards that Justin has just finished making this weekend, of course, and it looks brilliant. Really good stuff. Of course, massive shout out to the Patreons as well. Thank you very much for their support. They allowed us to pick up the Imperial Knight Codex and some funds towards one of the Imperial Knights last week. You guys will be able to see a 6,500 point Apocalypse battle report of Knights versus Imperial Guard, which will be coming out on the channel next week. In the meantime, there is going to be lots more Age of Sigmar coming, of course, as well. We haven't really done that much other than, of course, we picked up Soul Wars on yesterday morning. Lucy's built all the spells and I've started spraying some of them already. Beyond that, the only other thing that was done was the Knight Incantor has been sprayed, and the rest of the Soul Wars box has been built as well. So fantastic stuff. Some really nice models and the rules look absolutely phenomenal. So really, really looking forward to some stuff. Bazaar. The day the knights cried out loud because of the Shadow Sword. Yeah, almost. Almost. That's all I'll say. But yeah, so let's crack on with what's going on. This is, of course, Phil's army. 6 shock cannon hive guard. Loads of people go for the Impaler cannons, but Phil swears by the shock cannons. And you know what? They've never ever let him down. So really, really good job on him. I love how much he's actually put the work into the carapace here as well. And of course, there's the Dimakaran. And I think this is Betsy the Hero Joe. You can see there the hive guard as well. He's put 2 or 3 layers of highlights on them, and it looks really, really nice. Phil's painting has come on massively over the last couple of months, so seriously well done to Phil for that, and of course for winning the tournament as well. So let's move on to what you guys have been up to. First up, we've got Andre from Dormammu Wargaming, and he last week built this Leviathan Dreadnought, and of course he started getting the base layers and everything down. Love the little chain that he's got hanging on there, just for chaos representation. We've got Bazza, and we've got an Iron Warrior, I want to say Medicare. I can't remember what this guy is. I think it's like a apothecary. I don't know my 30k Space Marines very well, unfortunately, but absolutely love the weathering that you've done on the bottom around his feet, Bazza, as well. Really, really nice work. Bryn, meanwhile, has been working on his Akellan Eels, and this is only 1 squad of 3 squads that he's actually done. Here's the 2nd squad, and of course you will be seeing the Idneth on the army very soon. Bryn's got quite a few points painted up already. I think he's painted 3 characters, and then he says he's done enough to get them in a battle report. So we shall see. And of course there's the rest of the eels as well. So really, really nice work on them, and I absolutely can't imagine where he got the idea for them bases from. Callum Howe, sorry, I need to rotate this, has been working on, I've gone too far, some Vikings for Saga. Some really, really nice models. I've never played Saga, but I know a lot of the lads at Down Raiders are playing it. On the subject of Down Raiders as well, they're actually having a long gaming day this Sunday. So full 12 hours gaming all the way through. I think it's like 10 till 10. So of course go and check them out on Facebook. I haven't been to Down Raiders for a while, obviously busy due to college and stuff. I've got 4 lessons left at college, guys. Well, 3 in an exam, so hopefully I've got a little bit more free time. Chris Cruddas has also been working on, he said these were the Welsh for Saga. So again, Chris from Down Raiders. So some really nice work on them. I love the robes and everything that you've got on them, Chris. Next up, we've got Craig Gardner. Craig is a Patreon, and he managed to pick up a Renegade Knight box set, and he's been working on this Imperial Knight. He has magnetized it, of course. He did ask us for quite a bit of advice on that. More than happy to help, of course. But he's also then done the heat bloom on all of the weapons there. You can see the Gatling cannon and the rapid fire battle cannon. He actually followed my tutorial for that, so it looked really awesome, Craig. Thank you very much for showing that. Next up, we've got Dan Woodhouse, who has literally, as soon as the reveals have come out for the new Gene Stealer Cult models, Dan's like, nope, back onto painting them, and indeed, these look phenomenal. Really, really nice colour scheme, mate. I love the bone, the grey and the purple. Really, really, I don't know, very kind of subtle mining effect. And I love the green, of course, on the Patriarch there as well. Makes them glow and look very Xenos-y. Next up, we've got Daniel Friedrichsen, who has painted his Captain Slam. Absolutely love what you've done with the Thunderhammer there, making it kind of glow from one side to the other. Really nice work. Next up we've got Dazza, and Dazza has been painting up some of his Soul Wars box. Absolutely love what you've done with this. Dazza, is this the new Nighthorn paint, or is this airbrush maker? I think it's airbrush, because of what's going on in the base, but I absolutely love the gradient that you've got from the really, really dark up to the light at the top, and then of course highlighted the rims as well. It's airbrush. Nice one. Oh, there we go. Phil's actually in the chat. Becky is love, Becky is life. All hail Becky. All half nose, the remnant, reanimated twin, Bane of Macragge, Slayer of the Crimson King, Scourge of the Webway, and Hammer of Leviathan. Yep, I'll let Phil type a little bit in there if he's up for it about what Becky actually did throughout the tournament. She did pretty well. She did pretty well. So yeah, honestly, Phil, your Leviathan nids look absolutely phenomenal. Compared to what they were years ago, they're really, really nice. So here we go. Here's another one of Daz's Nighthorns. I don't know the name of the units, Dazza, sorry. They all look the same to me, but some really, really nice subtle blends going on there. How bright it is on top compared to how dark it is at the bottom, and an almost seamless blend as well. So really nice work. Next up we've got Dylan. Dylan is still plodding away on his Imperial Fists. Dylan, I apologise. Crimson Fists. These guys look phenomenal. I've seen them in person. They look out of this world. And when Dylan's actually got enough painted up, he's been promised a battle report, and believe me, he will be getting one. Even if we can get a small force of the Crimson Fists together and maybe ally with the Blood Angels. But yeah, absolutely fantastic weathering effects on these, Dylan. I mean, look at the shin pad there. You've got rust, you've got metal, you've got blood, you've got the number 2 transfer on there as well. Absolutely phenomenal work, mate. There we go. We've got 2 more. Oh, the rust here, the rust around the shin is just unreal, mate. This is really nice work. And then of course, couldn't run into battle without Pedro Cantor himself. Is this a conversion? I think this is is this the Primaris Lieutenant body? And then you've added loads of bits and pieces on. Mate, slow plod of... Oh, Dylan, you know what? You might be going slow, but it's working incredibly well. I'm just going to wait for Dylan's reply to see whether or not there is a Primaris Lieutenant that he's converted. I think it's the one from Dark Imperium with the sword. We'll come back to that in a few moments. We've got Ian Minto. Ian is again one of the Patreons. You can see Ian's army in action. I played Dark Angels versus Tyranids, and James Jones, another Patreon, did pick the list to play against that. Of course, if you do become Patreon, you do have access to my full library of painted models. And you can write the list. You can even choose the battle reports as well as getting 1 week early access to the battle reports for as little as $1 a month. So here, yeah, sorry, this is Ian's. I love what he's done with the base, like the rocks and the slime seeping out of it. Excuse me. The weathering that he's done around the cracks and everything next to the eye. And of course the slime and the pus there on the back. That's phenomenal, that, mate. Really, really nice work. Next up we've got Jack Booth, who owns Outpost 31 down in Whitby. So if you're in the Whitby area, of course, go and check them out. And this is, I think this is the guy from the Soul Wars box. I can't remember what he's called, but I love that he's actually got like a hangman's noose strapped to his back. And I love that it's the blades and the skulls that are actually holding them up in the air. Really, really nice model. And fantastic paint work. Love the fact that it's like a brownie leather as well. Oh, here we go. Becky is known as Half Nose, as the model was damaged when I received it, and from her nose is the only thing is shown to be damaged. She's known as the Bane of Macragge, as in a 5,000 point battle with someone new to the hobby. Becky played all Ultramarine characters in Guilliman twice. She killed Magnus in the tournament and countless Eldar and Dark Eldar characters. She is known as the reanimated twin due to her dying in every game she has been in, and the fact I'm getting a second one. Nice one, man. Next up we've got James Smith from Whitby, slowly plodding away with his Khorne Bloodbound. absolutely fantastic work. Now, I want to love me corn Bloodbound, but actually, that's what I forgot about as well. I've slowly washed and dry brushed and finished off 40 Blood Reavers. They literally needed washing with Agrax and then a bit of silver and bone dry brushing, but I've basically done that on my lunch at work and stuff. Fantastic work as ever here, James. Next up, we've got Kev Dudgeon. Kev is building the Apocalypse with Gaslands. He's got loads and loads of spare bits here. I've got no idea what any of them are. Looks like exhausts and airflow meter intakes, and I absolutely love the customization that you can do with these. It looks really, really cool. Kevin Waite, meanwhile, has been working on some bases for, I think he said this was for Kings of War. Absolutely cracking bases these. This is exactly what I do for mine. Glue some slate down, PVA glue, sand, spray black, and then highlight up. And of course, he's also been working on Eldrad. Absolutely fantastic model. Mine is the current old metal model. I do have this one, and I do need to get it painted up with some fantastic work, especially on the robes there, Kev. Next up, we've got Lee Hamilton. Lee has been painting his Beast Claw Raiders, and this looks absolutely awesome, mate. Absolutely love the fact that you haven't gone for frost like what I have, and it looks really, really nice. The red trousers and banner looks absolutely class, mate. Next up, we've got Michael Bottrell. Michael has painted up Lieutenant Tolmeron for the Blood Angels. Cracking work as ever, mate. And he's also painted up not Riptooth. I can't remember the name of these guys, but it's the Shadespire Warband. So fantastic work on this. A lot more effort gone into them than what I could stomach to put into some Blood Warriors. Yeah, fantastic work, mate. Really, really nice stuff. Next up, we've got Neil Scott. Neil hasn't been painting that long. He does have some Oryx, but he's painted these guys up, and these look awesome. I suspect, Neil, these are painted with the two new paints, and then you've highlighted them up with a bit of metal and highlight the robes and stuff as well. But fantastic work, mate. Really, really nice. Next up, this is a picture that Rick sent me. Rick is one of the Patreons. This is from his friend Tom, who has painted this Tech Marino. Absolutely class work, highlighting all of the black rims around the edge of the shoulder pads and everything there as well. And all the little wires, each separate wire painted totally different. Really, really nice work on that. And there you go, there's a bit more detail on the back. Of course, you can see all the wires painted totally different colours, and each one highlighted as well. So fantastic stuff, Tom. This is Rick's on a Jejune Crawler. Really, really love how smooth and crisp this is, and I love the energy coil that you've got going on there as well. I'm actually after repainting a lot of my AdMech, not repainting as such, but adding to, like what I did with my Blood Angels when I went back and did all the OSL. But I really, really like this, Rick. And there we go. He put it in. He actually sent me this picture and went, "Oh bugger, I forgot to put the red stripe down the middle of the onager." So, oh, you went back and then put the onager in. So this is Rick's little AdMech collection so far. Absolutely looking cracking. Yeah, I really love Rick's AdMech. Very kind of, I'm forgetting the name of the. It's not Metallica. I can't remember the colour scheme with this one, but I love the Vanguard and stuff on them. They look really nice. Next up, we've got Roger Shambach, another one of the Patreons. Thank you very much, Roger, for sharing this. We've got 3 Vanguard Hunters and Neve Black Talon there as well. Absolutely I love the fact that you've gone for, I can't remember the name of the chamber, but it's normally silver with blue. I love the red. The red is really, really nice. Next up, we've got Sam Goodwin. Sam has been painting up some Skaven, and this guy looks fantastic. The level of detail on the crystals that you've got going on, and of course standing them on a bit bigger base than what you would normally be on, is really, really nice work, Sam. So really nice job. Next up, we've got Paul Spuddy Shaw, who has been working on his Space Wolf Terminators again. You saw last week he added all the green stuff pelts and everything to them. Well, now he's actually getting most of them painted, and then of course the 3 Custode Terminators that he was working on as well, now based up and ready to go. So fantastic work, Paul. Next up, we've got Stephen Tolfree. Stephen's been working on more Iron Warriors. Absolutely cracking job on these. I love how smooth he's managed to get the hazard marks and everything. A couple of guys still, of course, still have their shoulder pads put on, but really love it, how it's more grey than silver, and it's a very different take on them, but I really like it. Stephen Dunn, another fellow Patreon. Stephen actually came down to Battle Bunker last week when I was playing Ali, and of course because his army was fully painted he did get to play for free. But Stephen's been painting more ball action, these guys here with a mortar, and of course a couple of more guys here. I'm not sure what they are. He did tell me, but I'm not a massive history buff, so I can't exactly remember what they are called. So Stephen, I do apologise about that. Let's just see what you guys have been up to. I had a hero Joe here called Alan. I've got a brick in my car called Alan. Ask Phil about Alan. Friend of mine has it. Seems he ain't like Becky. Got slided by one of my knights. Becky will die, mark my words. Becky died every game. Right, back to the pictures. Next up we've got Terry Millard. Terry runs Demonscapes, who supply resin bases, very cheap, very good bases. Phil just got a load of rune bases, and I got a load more for more Death Watch that were coming. And of course all my skull bases that my corner on, all my slate bases that my daughters are going to be on are from Terry as well. And I've got daughters actually painted now, ready to put on the bases. I'll give you a quick sneak peek actually. There you go. One of the Blood Sisters. And the Medusa. So they'll be coming soon. But this is from Terry. This was the Lord of Plagues, I think he said. Wanted lots of Sylvaneth stuff on the base, so we've actually sent him a load of Sylvaneth tree bits and arms and things that we had spare. But I absolutely love how plague-ridden, rotten and pussy this horse is. Very nice work, Terry. Absolutely love it, mate. And I love how bright and intense you've getting the slime, of course, flowing through the middle. Absolutely brilliant work. We've got Tom Downs, who's been working on some more ball action as well. Absolutely cracking job. Love the gestures that some of these guys make with their faces. Really cool stuff. We've got Tony Stamp, who's been working on his non-metallic metals. So this is one of the new Stormcast Sequitors, and this is where he's been working on. Absolutely cracking work on that, mate. Love how yellow the gold actually comes out. And that is it, guys. Let us go back to the beginning to finish off. So, of course, that is everything for League of Artisans this week. Thank you very much to everybody that has shared work. Thank you very much to all of the Patreons that have supported the channel. And please, if you are able to do so, everything goes back into the channel. New releases and everything, of course. So next week we will be picking up the new Stormcast Battle Tome, and we will be doing a battle report with the new Battle Tome, with some of the new models that we can get painted up. So that's everything, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and of course we will see you again very soon. But ta-ta for now.